What's up, everybody? Let's try to figure out how to get you guys up higher. So I don't know how to get you up higher. I might have figured it out. Oh, look at that. How about them apples? Be a little loud in here, but okay, well, what we be doing today is ripping the intake off because it's leaking. Because my dumbass didn't put any silicone on the little coolant ports for the gasket when I did it. And then also the little China rails, because I forgot it was a thicker gasket, didn't get enough either, so it's just gonna leak. So I'm hoping, when I pull it apart, that this thing ain't full of dirt. Too much shit in here. Try to knock some of the dirt down at least. Ain't gonna be perfect, but I mean, this isn't a laboratory in here, so shit's gonna get dirty. Shit, I don't know. Magnetic things here. I think these are 5/16 nut. I have to grab a hitch in there. Tilt down a little bit. There we go. I gotta grab something to drain this fuel into because I don't think I got it laying around. Hopefully got enough diesel fuel to keep the shop warm. Gotta grab a funnel. Well, maybe not. That might work, I guess. What kind of car do I drive? This one's just a straight axle swapped S10 with a little bitty motor in it. Just a little one. Maybe someday I'll get some of them anodized wrenches. V10 with twin turbos. Nice. What kind of V10 you got? Got Ford, Dodge, Lamborghini, Ferrari. Got some heat in here, it's a little bit cold. Stock Demon. Alright, I got you now. Got a good collection of all kinds of stuff, huh? Have a bucket. Back you guys up here. It's gonna get messy. the old antifreeze out of there. Go to drive, like actually drive it. I'm fixing it right now. I hate antifreeze so bad. I can deal with gear lube. I hate antifreeze. It causes such a mess. Trying to save what I can because shit's expensive. Especially that stuff because I got water wetter in there. It's got a little drain valve on the side, but every time I take it out, it ends up leaking. So I hate messing with it. Plus, I don't have a drain in here, so shit gets everywhere. And it gets all sticky and shit. Yeah, definitely ain't got no gas in it because I already drained it prior to here, but I wish it was that simple. That should be enough. Can't stand antifreeze. Okay. You guys here. You can kind of see everything. It's gonna be backwards, but it's no way I can read comments. Oh, let's see. Allen wrench. Pull that one out of there. Uh-oh. I don't have my glasses on, I can't see it. There we go. We had the smaller tires on. Wouldn't be so bad, but can't win them all. I think that's quarter. I don't think it was 5/16. It's been a minute since I've had it off. I think it's 3/8. Honestly, it's probably metric, but I don't know how to pronounce that name, but what's up? Appreciate everybody tuning in too. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. Appreciate all the likes. It's cold out here today. It's, I think it was 35 when I come out here. Kicked on the diesel torpedo heater there. Got my diesel air heater running right now. Got torpedo heater on low, otherwise it kicks on all the time. Okay, fuel line off. Gotta end up pulling. Trying to think. I taped this up because last time we went drag racing, this was laying on the header, damn near caught fire. It's back when we were racing that. The Jeep had the 406 in it. Guess we'll just cut the zip tie and pull all the plugs out of it, or the plug wires out of it. Anyway, you gotta pull the distributor out of there. If I was smart, would have rolled the engine over, but do that a little bit later. I think we're going to throw a new set of plugs in it too. These aren't that old, but I don't know if it's been pulling in any coolant or not in the cylinder. I haven't noticed any misfires at all. Definitely gonna have to change the fluid in it. Oil. Run the Schaefer's 2050 in that. We didn't change it last year because we didn't have that many miles on it. Yeah, it's definitely sucking some oil, that's for sure. Probably gonna have to put a catch can on this year. That off. Our wires. I did not grab a fill up for the small straight. It's pretty tight on this truck, but you can get in the back just enough to pop the cap off. Okay. So a little bit off from number one. Leaking gas. So I think one of those, yeah, gasket took a shit in the back, so we're gonna have to put a gasket kit on that. See if we can roll this engine over a little bit. I think it's a 5/8. Side you guys over here. See if that works. Maybe. I don't remember how much. I know I can turn it by hand, but I don't have to pull the plugs out of there. Okay, there we go. Okay, grabbing my flashlight. So we need to be about 1, which this has This already has a timing set on the balancer. I got that goddamn wrench back on there. I'll grab my other one. We're getting close. Need a little bit longer ratchet. You want a little past it. Okay, that's 0 degrees there. The pointer's 0 degrees. What up, Casey? How are you doing? Thanks for making it. Got the indicator there on 0 for that one. I don't care if it's on the compression or the exhaust stroke on this engine. Other builders, whatever. I'm not a builder. I'm not a technician. I just do shit my own way. Whether it's on compression or exhaust, it's the same damn degrees. So as long as I put on 0, it can be 180 out as long as it's in the same spot when I put it back in. So I gotta find a marker. I'll mark it. Kind of hard to see, but if we know 0's top dead center, all we're gonna do, we're gonna put a mark about 0, and then down here on the cam or the distributor, we're gonna put a mark and mark. So now, oil pump will be the hardest, but if it turns a little bit, I'll have to fight it. But as long as I put it in the same spot, I'm gonna be pretty close. It's not gonna be 100% accurate, but we're just trying to get close. back in Kansas yet, or you out in Texas? What up, Chevy 5-speed? Welcome, man. Got this crow's foot here. Come down here. This is your now it's full of gas too, man. They're both leaking. That's your vacuum for transmission there. We'll hold down. Yeah, I should be able to. This has been sitting in there a minute. There you go. So I forgot to get a gasket for that one. Looking at the play right there. Let's see where that cam gear is engaging. And the soil pump pickup gear. Or sorry, the distributor gear. It's not bad. Don't see any sharp edges. And you hope that the cam looks good. It doesn't look bad. Okay, got a ground strap, got my low pressure line, full line. You gotta take the top hose off, pull the carb off, pull the spacer off. We can knock the rest of that loose. At least the weather will be a little bit nicer, huh? What up, Paul? You're getting another new house? I thought you guys just got that one. Okay, you're gonna need 3/8. Make sure none of your hardware drops down there. We got Actually, I don't think I gotta pull that line off. I guess if I break it, it's my own damn fault, right? We're gonna need 5/8. Oh, because it said when you got into your new house. Here, you gotta be careful on these brass ones. If you reef on them too hard, you bend them, and then the whole thing just goes to shit. Appreciate everyone stopping in. Appreciate all those likes. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. This one makes 517 on the engine. That was with long tube headers and no accessories except a vacuum pump. What we're doing to the truck, the intake gaskets are leaking at the coolant passages, and also the China rails don't have enough silicone when I put it on because I forgot it had I think the gaskets I run are 120 thousandths. So the silicone wasn't enough because the gaskets are thicker than your normal ones. I knew it went flying, I just didn't know where it went. Okay, good there. Go ahead and pop the carb off. Of course, the studs come out. Have to tighten those back down in there. If we ever get the carb off. don't know how many of you run 110 before. You kind of know what methanol smells like. And I'm running the Wild Willie's Full Race top lube in this every now and then. And I switched to, I put 10 gallons of race fuel in it the last race I did. And it's very, very strong. You gotta be careful of the threaded rod, because that's how I got my scar on my hand. I went to grab this one time, and I was reaching for something, and I ended up cutting my hand, and that's what that scar's from. How's that? She's had a little Allen wrench indent in them, so I can just turn them off. Okay, figure out what size those were. I think those ones are stainless too, but could be wrong. 5/16. Let's see if I got a longer one there. These metal ones tend to be a bitch. The ball ends are nice to have. So my gaskets will probably be here Sunday. I couldn't remember what ones they were. I thought they were the 1206, but I just didn't have any history of it. Can't read the name, sorry. Is it Lachano? Lachano? Sorry if I mispronounced that. What you got working on? Anyway, couldn't remember what gaskets, but they're supposed to be the 1206. Actually, these I'm gonna set up here because they're stainless, so magnet ain't gonna work on these ones. So I ordered gaskets, hopefully they're the right ones. I ordered ordered a couple more carb gaskets. And I ordered a temperature switch because I want to... My knees hurt from staying on that fucking tire. I ordered a temp switch for my electric fan so I can just put power to it all the time and uses a ground to turn it on, so I think I'm going to override that on a switch so that I can turn them on if I wanted to. Mazda 3, all right. What you got going with the Mazda 3? If you're asking what I'm working on, I gotta tear this apart so we can put new intake gaskets. Oh, believe me, man. This is a crate engine because I put all that money in the last one I had and fucked it all up. I was looking for one I could afford. It had a blower on it, and I could not afford it. Maybe someday. Now that all these LS engines are taking over with turbos, maybe BDS blowers will come up pretty cheap. I'll bring you guys in closer here in a minute when I get all this hardware out. I got bad knees and I'm standing on the tire. My knees are about where the fender is, and it's really hard on me. Shit. Cannot read. I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, it's already carbed. It's got a quick fuel 750 on it. I'm just taking it apart so I can get the gaskets. And this will be the second time I took the motor apart. So I was pretty stupid one day. I had a lot of problems with this. I just got the engine and pulled the squirters out of it, and I must have bumped the throttle linkage ever so slightly. And I changed the squirter, fired it up, and it was kind of hammering. It was hammering more than it should have been. And then it kept flooding out, and I pulled it out, and the little needle was gone out of the carb under the squirter, or your discharge nozzle, whatever. So I had to tear it apart and see what the damage was. Okay. Make a good place for a magnet. All right, you guys see that right there? That's coolant. Probably can't see it, but that hole right there, coolant. I just pulled that one out of there. That one's got coolant. Of course, that's the passage, but this one's also got coolant. So there's, I get the truck warmed up, there's always coolant seeping on the outside of this gasket. You actually see it right there too. And I knew what I did as soon as I got it done. Didn't do a very good job. So I checked a few plugs. Plugs were fine. And I run it all last year like that. It leaked a little bit, but nothing that really is going to hurt anything. The worst thing about these is getting the engine loose. We're getting the intake loose, sorry. Off my train of thought there. This one will work. It says aluminum, so you got to be careful, but I don't know where that came from. Damn. Jesus Christ. It's about fucking time. Well, definitely aligning that one. It ain't bad. Well, from what I see, it doesn't look too bad. Take a break. Fucking knees are killing me. No, there's no bolt. It just stuck. I think it was the silicone I used. Doesn't need a head gasket. The head gaskets are good, but I siliconed it, but it looks like it. I guess I'll bring my phone out of here for a minute. You see where I laid it wasn't very. This corner right here leaked. I thought I didn't put silicone, but looks like I put silicone on it. Interesting. All right, well, can't win them all, can you? Kind of curious what the. Oh, yeah, she. We might have to do the valves in this. Definitely sucking oil in the back. Interesting. That one's definitely got some oil in it. All right, well, just gonna pull my scraper out. Watch where this goes. It's 1266. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, still worried about that. Oh, you know what? It's purple. That makes me feel better. So, because it's purple, I know it's race fuel. I thought it was oil until I shined the light actually up to it, and you can see it's purple. So it's probably leaking from that carb. Because underneath was leaking, so it's probably seeping through into it. The thing I hate is these damn silicone that gets everywhere. Good thing is I don't see anything sparkly in here. Maybe a little bit, but we got pretty lucky. Let's see if I can get something to stick in there. Probably not the best thing, but at least it's something, right? Make sure there's no openings in there. Ain't gonna be perfect, but I mean it's better than just scraping the shit right in the thing. I don't torque them because I don't have the right tool to get into the middle ones. So I just work my way from the middle out, snugging them, and then just hand torque them down. I think a lot of it was just I was in a hurry to get it back going, and I wasn't paying too much attention. So what it'd do is it'd be fine, but once and I'd start making passes with it because I run it in the dirt, it would build pressure. Start building pressure in the crankcase, and instead of it going out the breather and the PCV valve there, it would just shoot right out because the engine would start splashing around down there in the intake. I want to get this up to the hill climb this year, but I don't know. It's snow dropping off the roof. Yeah, that's all antifreeze right there too. What up, Elite? No, I ain't really started. It's been leaking all year. I just kind of been putting it off. Make sure you guys check out Elite's channel. He games every night. Got some good content. He's one of my moderators over here. That little brush I'll put on my drill later and finish getting all the rest of it off. Gaskets won't be here till Sunday, but at least we get a start on it. I'm gonna end up having to put a trash bag on it. I'm gonna try to fire up the CNC plasma cutter tomorrow. Try to cut some stuff. Appreciate everyone watching too. All the likes you guys gave me. Makes me feel special. Keeps me going. I used to be afraid of live streams. I didn't want people watching me. It took me a long time. Now I just another day. So it makes me feel good when you guys are steadily watching what I'm doing. So appreciate it. I get most of this crap off. I mean, it ain't gotta be perfect. You can take it off a little. Got like a little soft sanding pad I got on the drill. But we want to get most of it off because I don't want a bunch of that. I don't want a bunch of that debris getting down in the intake. I don't really care about the cooling system. The cooling system, it's going to circulate, but intake is going to go right in the freaking valve. And I already got lucky once. There's still damage done to it. There's still the piston that's all smashed and the head that was all screwed up, but still running her. Yeah, I get you, Elite. That's why I just started doing the lives while I was doing something, because especially with the mobile stuff, I found that people like to watch, even if it's like stuff they don't always like. It like piques their curiosity and they'll watch you for a little bit. Since you're my moderator, it's cool if you want to drop your link to your channel too. It doesn't bother me. Should be done by the time you go live, so hoping I can catch some of your live tonight. Probably end up putting the baby to bed. Last night she went to bed real late, so when I was putting her to bed, I just had my earpiece in and I was just listening to you mainly because I guess TikTok on the iPhone you can watch streams and then shut the screen off, but you can still hear the sound. So. So you run the 1266 on this. You could run the 1206, but the 1266 is the thicker because the heads are actually milled. You know, if I'd been smart, I would have put this in a lower truck. Put it in my blue truck, and my knees won't hurt so fucking bad. Kind of really depends on timeline. Trying to get some more content going during the week, so these will be here I think Sunday sometime, so I might end up doing it Sunday night, like really late. But it all depends on what the temperature is, because I got to put silicone on it, and my shop's not heated all the time. So I want to make sure that it's done right this time, because I don't want to have to do this again, because I think it's only $30 for intake gaskets, but it's pulling stuff apart, and hopefully you don't break nothing when you do, you don't drop nothing. I'm still curious where that little screw came from. That would not have been good. Be nice if I was rich and I just, I had a whole crew over here. Be a lot funner too. Give it another 9 years and we'll have, hopefully my child will be into cars. I doubt it, but she is. It'd be cool. Maybe she'll help me or something. I don't like chopping at this stuff a lot because it always ends up cutting little tiny marks in here. Supposed to use a sharp razor blade, but whatever. I wouldn't have to tear the engine apart the first time. I wouldn't have to do it right now. I'm not too worried if anything falls in the pan because we're going to end up draining it out anyway, so. You thought your car oil changes were bad. Try changing it with race oil. Yeah, that's true. It probably costs like $1 to make the frickin' gasket, and they can probably make like 100 of them an hour, whatever factory they come from. Which honestly, why they're cheap is there's nothing really fancy about the gasket. Once you start getting into like boosted applications and copper reinforcement, and that's where it starts getting expensive. But just this here, it's all vacuum. When you run boost, then it's pressurized up here. So perks of having Not a lot of horsepower. Need to get some of them like fine abrasive pads that don't really do a lot of damage, but yeah, it's gonna be too hard for it. We'll use some more brake cleaner. And I just whaled my fucking truck with it. That was nice. Hopefully the paint don't fall off. It won't ever be perfect, but all we can do is do our best. I have to clean it half a dozen times. Carb cleaner really, the brake cleaner really softens it up. Freaking snow, man. Every time the shit falls, it scares the shit out of me. Falling behind, guys. Sorry. Yeah, right now I'm working at a desk quite a lot, so appreciate that. Yeah, it all depends. Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't looked up the difference in costs because I'm just naturally aspirated, so I don't need all the fancy stuff. But one, I'm telling you, it's probably costs $1. It's actually probably less than $1 to make the gaskets. know if you guys can hear that, but I got those diesel air heaters, and it's like full Chinese. And when you shut it off, I have no idea what it says. It just starts going off. I guess it's yelling at me or something, but I've never figured it out. Appreciate all the likes, guys. Up 15. Thank you. I don't know if the camera can see down there. Lift you up for a minute. See right down here? That's all oil. It's just been leaking. Slowly leaking over time. Had nice red engine paint and it just went to shit. Almost done. Probably call her at night here in about 5 minutes. Gotta grab a bag, cover the engine. One time, last time one time I had this apart and I always put a trash bag over the top. And my garage leaked just a little bit. And we had a really heavy rainstorm. Well, that bag was full of water. And I had to end up pumping the water out of the bag, and then I slowly pulled it off so I didn't get any water in the motor. Lighting kind of sucks because it looks good on one side, so I go to the other side, then I find more stuff. Back on the other side. Well, everybody, I think we're going to call it a night. And hopefully y'all subscribed. And possibly Sunday, maybe we'll end up putting this back together. But it's all going to, like I said, parts should be here Sunday, but it all depends on what's going on. So, yeah, for the most part, I have been trying to get my watch hours up. But once I need think it was 950 more watch hours right now. So I hit 4,000, and then I'll go back to recording like I did. But all right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate you watching. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Take care.